805 Road King's buddy is working on a Honda motorcycle from the 1970s. I offered to try to clean up the toolkit. The tools were in rough shape. I started off washing the plastic handle and case in soapy water. I had to scrub pretty hard to remove the rust stains. I knocked the loose rust off the metal parts with the wire wheel. The pitting was extensive. Here's the kit after soaking overnight in evaporust. I ended up also soaking the plastic handle and case in the evaporust. The two box wrenches were in the best shape. Check out this spark plug tool. Pretty rough, right? I think this was a handle extension for the wrenches. And I think this is called a pin wrench. Check out the pitting. Brutal. The metal clip in the plastic handle had almost completely rotted away. The screwdriver shafts were heavily pitted. But the tips weren't too bad. And they still fit into the handle securely. I went over the two box wrenches thoroughly on the wire wheel. Alright, here's these two after the wire wheel. I can't really sand these because the markings are raised. If I try sanding them, I'm going to lose the markings. The most I might do is I think I'm going to sand these edges just to knock some of that off so it's more comfortable to hold. I'm just going to go around the outside edges, and then we'll have to live with the rest of it. And here's the screwdrivers after the wire wheel. The JIS tips I think are usable. I'm going to end up sanding this flat tip. I can't really do nothing about this end. This end's just going to have to be, you know, the way it is. Here's the flat tip screwdriver after the 40 grit belt in my 1x30 machine. Here's the handle extension after the 40 grit belt. And here's one side of the pin wrench after the 40 grit belt. And the spark plug tool. Alright, this is everything sanded down to 120 grit. I got the edge of these pretty smooth. This thing, this came out better than it deserved to. This surprised me too. I didn't realize I was going to get this that clean. I'm going to fill these pits with JB Weld. I'm going to paint this. These still have pits. I mean, they don't look half bad. So I coated the tube with JB Weld, and then I sanded it down smooth with 120. Ready for paint. Here's the screwdriver blades after all 3 grades of my conditioning belts. I was pretty happy with how the pin wrench turned out. The spark plug tool cleaned up nicely too. I'll leave a link for the Red Label conditioning belts in the description. In order for you to appreciate how this Honda motorcycle toolkit turned out, I have to take you back to what I originally got from Road King. Remember how bad the pitting looked after the evaporust? And here's the Honda motorcycle toolkit now. I put a new snap on the case. I gave the case and the screwdriver handle a couple coats of old-fashioned Armor All. Chuck and I polished up the screwdriver bits. They still have some pits, but they look a lot better. I blued the two box wrenches. I noticed that they are marked RK. Road King should dig that. Chuck and I also polished the spark plug tool. I added some black enamel just to jazz it up a little. I painted the handle extension matte black. I didn't think I'd get this pin wrench nice enough to polish. There are still some pits, but I'm really happy with it. I hope 805 Road King and his buddy like how the toolkit turned out. I'll pin a link to Road King's videos on the bike in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.